Hello. Can everyone hear me okay? Can everyone see me from there? Thank God. Because as a 46-year-old midlife woman, I'm finding it really difficult to be seen and heard these days. And when I say that, please don't get me wrong. I'm here representing the invisible generation of midlife women across the globe. I feel invisible at home. I feel invisible in society. I feel invisible at my workplace. And I feel invisible with brands. And I'm not trying to say that I'm Mr. India. Don't get me wrong there. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, fellow panelists, I stand before you today representing a generation which needs to talk about their health and their mental peace. It's time we shatter the silence surrounding this natural phase of women's life. Let's talk about menopause. And I'm honored to help everyone understand why it's imperative to talk about this now than ever. Now, how many of you know what puberty is? Can I have a raise of hands, please? Come on, guys. I think a lot of you know what puberty is. All right. And what menopause is? Oh, okay. So, see, the ratio is like very different. So, from a female's perspective, menopause is end of puberty. Her body stops producing eggs, which means she stops ovulating and she cannot no longer reproduce. But does that mean her life also has to stop? Or should we cherish this as a new beginning, a new rebirth, or a second spring? In a world that celebrates youth and aging is feared, the journey of menopause often gets swept under the carpet. But why should we normalize this conversation? Because 1.1 billion women globally are going to be in menopause. And every woman on this planet will undergo menopause at some point in her life. The average age of menopause in India is 46 years, 5 years before our international counterparts. And do you think symptoms just come overnight? They don't. It starts 8 to 10 years before you reach this stage. So we are talking about women in their late 30s or early 40s. And do you know the life expectancy of women in India is 80 years? So can you connect the dots? We are talking about a woman where she's going to spend 1/3 of her life in this phase. While 80% of these women will have mild to severe symptoms during this entire menopausal transition. And if left untreated, some of these symptoms can lead to further diseases or further lifestyle issues. Because the experiences, struggle and triumph of women in midlife matter, menopause isn't just about hot flashes and night sweats and mood swings. It's the vaginal dryness, it's the loss of the libido, it's the depression, it's the insomnia. I can just go on because the list is very, very long. There are 40 plus symptoms associated with menopausal transition. You know, the highest number of women leaving the workforce, highest number of women with anxiety and depression issues also come from this age group. Number of women reporting depression and anxiety are the crippling side effects of menopause, which even doctors don't understand at times or misdiagnose, underdiagnose, or maybe diagnose it later. And I'm not trying to blame a community here, but let's in perspective try and understand. Doctors don't have a chapter on menopause during their 4 years of gynecology or their residency. And any doctors in the house can correct me if I'm wrong. So you see, doctors are not studying about it. We will spend 1/3 of our life and there are no solutions. A survey conducted in India last year released very shocking reports. 20,000 women across tier 1, 2 and 3 were surveyed. 67% could not name the 3 phases of menopause. 52% women could name up to just 10 symptoms. 78% women felt unimportant, unnoticed, frustrated and helpless during this menopausal transition. 79% women reported mental health and physical health issues. 63% women said their families and friends don't understand what's happening with their bodies. 64% women said menopause hampered their daily productivity and work and they thought of leaving their jobs. 77% of women felt there is a need of menopause policy at workplace. You know what is the economic cost of menopause? Between productivity loss and healthcare, we lose $150 billion annually. You see the pool, you see the loss. We live in a society where champions of youth and beauty abound. Yet, menopause remains in the shadows. Why? Because it changes the status quo. I'm no longer the appealing one, the beautiful one, the desired one. I cannot reproduce. Why? But it's precisely why we need to bring it to the forefront of discussions. How can we expect progress when half of the population's expectations are ignored? In the realm of the Western medicine, menopause is often treated as a disease, to be managed by pharmaceuticals. In fact, the current solutions offered expect you to pop one single pill for your 40 plus symptoms and expect magically somehow it will work. Will it? Or will it cause more harm to you? Or it may be habit forming. Another solution, HRT, or currently known as even MRT, is debatable among even the medical fraternity, and the side effects are many. So, you understand that only 10% women are given HRT and then there are no solutions on the counter. On my personal journey 4 years back, I started experiencing symptoms myself and I reached to the elder women in the family. You know what I got from them? झेल लो. 2-3 साल की बात है, झेल लो. In 21st century, is that the answer I'm looking for? No. They expected that I'm not the first one and the last one on planet who will go through this. So why I need to even talk about it? My anxiety, my depressions were leading me from one doctor to another. 7 doctors down with a long list of sleeping pills, depression pills, multivitamins. I was nowhere. My body was in flux. And I knew this is not what I wanted. I wanted natural solutions for my body, for this natural transition. Solutions that actually work and work on the root cause. And that is when I discovered Ayurveda. Ancient wisdom and holistic healing method. A system of medicine that views menopause not as a medical condition, but as a natural transition, a phase of self-care and empowerment. In Ayurveda, menopause is seen as an opportunity for rejuvenation and balance, a time to nurture your body, mind and soul. Unlike Western medicines, which focuses on suppressing these symptoms, Ayurveda emphasizes on holistic well-being, diet, lifestyle changes, and introduction to herbs like Shatavari, Mukta Pishti, Moringa, who have enough clinical research under them, which show the efficiency of these herbs. But beyond the realms of medicine, menopause is also a phase of wisdom, a time for women to share their experiences, their knowledge and strength with the younger generation. It's about honoring the journey of womanhood and recognizing the profound resilience within every woman. You know, a fun fact, there is a community of older females. Their wisdom, their experience and their leadership is really valued. when they have a choice to choose between an older female and a male to lead, they always, in fact, they go ahead and choose the post-menopausal women to lead them during the stressful times. Now, all of us wish here, let's join that community, let's be part of it, we want to feel empowered. The little twist there, I'm talking about a whale, and no other whale than a killer whale, orca. You know, they believe that the senior females or a post-menopausal women can lead them. In fact, in Hinduism and in Indian civilization, we find reverence of women being depicted in form of goddess, symbol of power, symbol of fertility and symbol of wisdom. It's a reminder the women are divine being, worthy of respect and celebration at every stage of their lives, including menopause. A woman is the anchor of the family, and what happens if the anchor gets disturbed? The family shatters, the relationship shatters. Some of you would have seen with your mothers, with your aunts, with your spouses. So when a family shatters, the society shatters, and nation at large is at risk. So I think if as a small exercise, and if you remember this talk, go home today. I know every one of you know at least 5 women in their life who are undergoing this transition right now. They are suffering, they are disturbed, they are confused what's happening with their body. Please identify them. Your mothers, your aunts, your spouses, your partners, your peers, your colleagues, your house help, your teachers, your lecturers. You need to identify. Just tell them that you're there. You understand what's happening with them. So let's stand up, break the silence, and embrace menopause for what it truly is. A journey of self-care and profound transformation. Let's normalize the conversation around menopause. Thank you.